It's not our intention to decide which clam bake is right for you, but to teach you the correct way to prepare, cook, and enjoy your own New England-style clam bake. Whether you're throwing a beach party for a dozen people, or trying to make a larger gathering special, or if you're just planning an intimate gathering for 4, the techniques covered on this tape will get you ready to cook any size clam bake with confidence, regardless of the size party you're having. The pros use a portable clam bake pit that can go almost anywhere. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, setups like these can be rented from rental centers. As with the traditional clam bake on the beach, the first step is getting the fire started. Instead of wood and cooking stones, the modern-day pilgrims use charcoal as their heat source. Fill the bottom of the charcoal pit with charcoal, 2 or 3 coals deep. Use a grass rake to spread the coals evenly. An even heat is important to the cooking process. As with any fire, use only approved fire starters and never use combustible fuels. Leave the coals to cook for a half hour or so. The professionals waste no time and can complete the clam bake, start to finish, in just a couple of hours. While the coals are getting ready, let's talk about the bake pan. Start by putting bricks under the corners of the empty bake pan. They'll help when the pan is loaded and needs to be moved. The most important ingredient in all of the clam bakes we'll show you is the seaweed. The seaweed that works best is rockweed. It grows wild on the rocks and jetties all along the East Coast. This type of seaweed has pods that burst when heated to create steam, which cooks the food and gives it that distinctive flavor. Line the bottom of the pan with plenty of seaweed. Professionals use screen bottom boxes to stack the food. It helps the food cook more evenly. Stack the lobsters near the center of the bake. They take a little bit longer to cook, and the fire tends to be a little hotter in the middle. Vegetables like corn and potatoes, as well as any type of steamed hot dog, should be placed near the outside of the boxes. They take less time to cook. Your steamers should go in the middle of the boxes. They need room to open their shells as they cook. By stacking the food this way, you're guaranteed the clam bake will be cooked evenly, and everything will be done about the same time. The next step is capturing the steam. Use a heavy plastic drop cloth to cover the bake. The charcoal pit will be very hot, so you should cover the plastic drop cloth with a canvas tarp. This helps hold in the heat and protect the plastic. Roll the tarp and tuck it into the sides of the bake pan. Make sure that the canvas is sealed tightly around the outside of the pan. The idea is to capture as much of the steam created by the seaweed as possible. Rake the coals one last time to get the most heat out of them. An even heat is important to cooking the food properly. Now it's time to add the bake pan to the charcoal pit. Be careful, the pan is heavy. Check the seal around the sides of the pan after the pan is in place. Add tinfoil to the corners of the bake pan. As the clam bake cooks, the water will drain and the tinfoil keeps the water away from the fire. Pull back one end of the tarp and add water. This keeps the seaweed from burning and helps create the steam. Cover the clam bake with the tarp and let it cook. The professional style clam bake takes just under an hour to cook. Your clam bake is done. Carefully pull back the tarp. The steam is very hot. When the lobster is done, it should be a deep red orange. The shells of the steamers should be wide open. One of the easiest ways to get the food from the bake pan to the table is to use disposable aluminum pans. Just load the pans and your New England-style clam bake is ready to be served. Again, the lobsters should be red and the steamers wide open. The corn should be soft to the touch and the potatoes fork tender. Careful now, the food is very hot. If anything needs more time, cover it and let it cook. There's still plenty of heat left in the bake. Now that the cooking is done, the only thing left to do is eat. It takes a little bit of work to clean a lobster, but we think the effort is worth it. And here's the easiest way to do it. First, you want to remove the tail from the body section with a twisting motion. Most of the meat in the lobster is found in the tail, and the tail can be cleaned very easily. Tear the fins off the end of the tail. Crush the tail between your two hands and pull back on both sides of the shell. Use your thumb to push the meat out of the tail section. It should come out easily. Clean the tail. Pull back the meat and remove any roe. Only female lobsters have roe. Devein the tail. All the meat from the tail is edible. The next big source of meat found in a lobster is in the claws. Twist the claws off of the body and break the arms off at the claw. Pull back on the thumb and remove it. Use a nutcracker to crack the shell on the claw. Pull back the sides of the shell and remove the meat. The shell is very sharp, so be careful. Okay, let's try this one more time. Tear the claw from the arm. Remove the thumb from the claw. Use the nutcracker to break the shell and remove the meat. The arms have quite a bit of meat in them. You can either use the nutcracker, or if the lobster is soft-shelled, peel the shell back with your hands. The body contains some meat, but be prepared to work for it. And the meat and smaller legs can be sucked out like a straw. Now that we've cleaned the lobster, it's time to eat the steamers. Again, if the steamers are fully cooked, the shells will be open. Remove one side of the shell and pull out the entire clam. Peel the skin back from the neck and discard. We recommend washing the steamers to remove any sand and using melted butter to add a little flavor. However you choose to spend your day, and whatever your budget, we have the right clam bake for you. Add a little flavor to your next party with New England-style clam bakes.